Hello, my loves. Welcome back to the Wild Feminine Way podcast. I am Jess. I'm trying to get myself pumped up because the energies are a lot for me right now. But in today's episode, we are going to be talking about how to alchemize shit into gold. And probably talk more about this full moon energy that we're still in as well. And I actually felt like this was the perfect topic to talk about today since I'm alchemizing some shit into gold myself today too. So I've been talking about this on the podcast the last few weeks. I put together this process. I mentioned it in a prior podcast, but this is essentially like my goddess alchemy handbook. And I have some notes over here per usual that you'll see me looking at on the screen. I'm filming this on a computer though. I don't really know if it has like the best filming capabilities. I'm used to doing this on my phone, but we're gonna try it this week and see. Okay, so first of all, how are you doing? How are you doing? I feel like I want to reach through the screen and give you a hug and a kiss. Maybe not a kiss, but yeah, I really feel like this episode is also in perfect alignment with the full moon energies because it's so funny. I made a full moon reading and chat on Monday at the beginning of the week because I knew my grandma's funeral was happening Tuesday and we were having family in town all week. So I knew I was going to be offline for a lot of the week and I wanted to put something out there. I personally was feeling really good at the beginning of the week, and I even think I said in the last episode, yeah, the full moon is in Sagittarius, my rising sign's in Sagittarius, like I'm loving this energy. And I have been loving a lot of it. But it's been like an emotional roller coaster of lots of ups and downs for me. Let me know about you, how you're feeling. I feel like so many awesome, amazing, beautiful, wonderful things happened this week that I've been manifesting and praying for a long time. And I feel like I honestly was on a high. Obviously my grandma's funeral was very sad and I cried a lot. There's a lot of emotions to that, but being able to see family I hadn't seen in so long and just lots of other awesome things that happened this week. I just feel like I was on a high all week. And then, yesterday was the day where I was like, okay, here's the full moon shenanigans. Because I wasn't fully feeling at the beginning of the week. And yesterday, as soon as I woke up, it started with a triggering conversation with my dad. And me crying my eyes out for 15 minutes after that. And I promise you I'm going to get to the alchemy handbook process, but it just felt relevant to talk about this. And the day ended with a conversation with my mom and me being super triggered and me fucking crying, and then there was another thing that happened during the day, and basically I'm just sharing this, by the way, so that you know you're not alone. The end of the day I took a full moon release bath, and was just I often take baths and cry and pray and release. Kind of my thing. I feel like I've said that before. That's why I'm these are my three things. And I was just releasing so much. There's a chance I'm even gonna cry here, which is fine. I don't care. So much loneliness. And just this wound of not feeling seen, understood, accepted. And I've been on this path for a long fucking time. Started my first business 13 years ago. My awakening path started about 10 years ago, or a little bit less, something like that. I've had to work really, really hard to come into my authentic self, because if you knew me back then, I was a super conservative health and fitness coach. Posted Bible verses online, would never post fuck online like I do all the time now. Use the word fuck. I don't just post fuck. I say fuck all the time. So I'm used to outgrowing people. I'm used to not being accepted. I'm used to these things. But it still doesn't make it easier. And I've also been single for 10 years now. And up until the last few years, I lived by myself mostly. For about a decade. And I've also worked from home through my own business since 2013. I had a job at a yoga studio part-time for 1 year out of that. So basically for 11 years, I've been almost living by myself, a big part of that, single, working from home, And I'm an introvert and an empath, so I'm already like not a super social person. I like spending time by myself. Most of the time it doesn't bother me, but yesterday it did. And maybe I'm feeling guided to talk about all these things because someone out here needed specifically for me to talk about all that, because I didn't really plan on saying all of that. And I think I already said this, but I've outgrown people plenty of times. Time and time and time and time and time and time. And sometimes it gets fucking exhausting and it makes me sad because it's like I love all people, but at the same time, I have to protect my own energy. And let me know if you can relate. Like, that shit can make you fucking sad sometimes. It can make you fucking sad. But this full moon, it is the last full moon before the summer solstice, which I've been talking about this big turning point and this releasing we've been doing. So this full moon is like bringing up so much more as we come into like the second half of the year before the summer solstice. So stuff is coming up and purging out and clearing out to make space for your soul tribe, for divine opportunities, for soul fulfilling friendships, relationships. Getting some interesting visions right now, like sexy ones, spicy ones. I'm down for it. But those are the things that I'm seeing and feeling that are coming in for us. So right now, and this is essentially alchemy in real time. I was like, what is the word I'm trying to say? I forgot what I was going to say. Hang on. Okay. It's like we're looking at these things that are coming up and we're alchemizing them so that we can manifest what we want. So we can alchemize the shit into gold. Because if we hang on to the relationships, the jobs, the whatever that isn't serving us, then we don't have room for what we want to come in. And for me, I'm going to talk about this in a second when I get to the process. A lot of times alchemy, because alchemy is essentially just changing the form of something. So a lot of times for me, alchemy isn't this whole process. A lot of times it is. But sometimes it's just reframing something. Like, okay, this fucking sucks that all this lonely... Oh, 1 second, my cat wants in. I think I can pause this.